Good morning. Are you ready for a rant video? I thought I'd just make this quick video because this time of year got me like, so I've had a lot of people asking me to see their design before their appointment, and this time of year it's really freaking hard because red mark on my head. Ow. This time of year I have bookings every day. Some days I have more than one booking, so it's really freaking hard for me to have the designs ready. So the best way for me to keep track of all my designs is to do them 1 to 2 days before the appointment, which is doable for me, which means I go home after work hours and do your design for you, which I don't get paid for. So I work more than 8 hours a day to make sure that everything is done. I'm not complaining about that. I just need you to know. I start work at 11, I get to work at 10, I get ready, set up, make sure everything's ready to go. I tattoo all day. I get home roughly around 7:30, and then I do designs for the next day or 2 days following. This system works for me. It helps me to get everything done on time, and it's the best way that I can function mentally without having a fucking breakdown. Something that is really affecting me though is all the people messaging me saying, I need to see my design before my appointment, I need to see my design, blah, 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 blah. When you go out for dinner, do you ask to taste the food before you order it? When you hire a plumber, do you ask him to show you what it's gonna look like before he redoes your bathroom? No, you have to put your full faith in that chef and in that plumber to do a good job. And if you didn't think that they were going to go do a good job, you wouldn't hire them and you'd hire somebody else. Which is the point I'm coming to. If you don't trust me to make your design exactly what you want, then don't book in with me. Or at least give me every single detail of what you want in your design, and I will do my absolute best to give you what you're after. I've been tattooing for 4 years, and in that whole time, I've probably only ever had 2 people not like their design and want to reschedule. One of them, we ended up getting into an argument because what he wanted made absolutely no sense, and I tried my best to draw something that was similar to what he wanted, and he didn't actually know how to verbalize what he wanted, so I can't read minds, and I did my best. It wasn't good enough. He ended up leaving. And the other time, I just tweaked it and we rescheduled and it was fine. Like, it hardly ever happens because I try to get as much detail out of each individual client as I can before I even start drawing, and then once I get to the drawing, I'm like, cool, I know exactly what they want, I got this. Whew. Can you tell I'm stressed? Christmas is a very busy time of year. You have no idea how many people we have messaging me going, I need a tattoo now, I need it before Christmas. Like, why? What happens at Christmas time? Are you like setting up for Christmas Day to give grandma a fright because you got a new tattoo and she's not gonna like it? Like, why do you need a tattoo before Christmas? In Australia, Christmas is in summer, which means it's very hot and you wanna go out in the sun, you wanna go swimming. Like, why do you want to have a fresh tattoo when you do all of those things? Because that's the worst time to do all of those things, when you have a fresh tattoo, because you can't go in the sun and you can't put sunscreen on your tattoo and you can't go swimming because you can't submerge your tattoo in water. So what are you thinking when you're messaging me going, I need it now? Like, how rude is that? Sorry. I'm gonna make another video on things people ask me that I just can't deal with, because I get the dumbest questions sometimes. Like, I can understand there's people who don't know that much about tattoos, and, you know, they ask me a question and it's fair enough. Like, you don't know much about tattoos, so I'll answer it. But sometimes I get some fucking stupid questions and I'm just like, where's your brain and how do you get dressed in the morning? Because seriously? Anyway, so I think I've explained this already in another video, but let me just reiterate. The way I work is I take $100 deposit. That $100 goes towards the drawing I do for your tattoo. I get the design done 1 to 2 days before your tattoo. Obviously, if it's a bigger design such as a sleeve or a back piece or a really big thigh piece, you know, something that's going to take a little longer, I obviously will start to get that done before 2 or 3 days before your appointment. I'll get it done a lot longer before because I'll need more time. But regular palm size and smaller tattoos that I can just draw up in a couple of, you know, hours, I will do that 1 to 2 days before your appointment. I don't send out my designs because in the past, not only me, but other people that I know, other artists have sent out their designs and had their designs taken to another artist to get it done cheaper. Actually really heartbreaking seeing our design done really poorly when we know we could have done it better if they had to just paid the extra $100 or however much it is. I don't want my designs stolen, so I don't send out my designs for people to take. If you do really want to see your design before your appointment, I'm happy for you to come to the shop and I'll show you it in person, but you can't take it. Like, that's mine until it's tattooed on your body. And I don't charge for the design. I take a deposit which goes towards the tattoo, but I don't charge extra for the design. So you're getting a pretty good deal if you ask me, because it takes me hours of work to do that and I don't charge extra for it. Also, I don't want people, if I send out my design prior to the appointment, I don't want people staring at it for hours, nitpicking each individual line. This line needs to go here, this line needs to go here. Like, you're gonna do that for ages. I'll change everything. We'll get to the appointment and then I know, because it's happened before, we're just gonna go back to the first design I had in the very first place because I know that that's the best one. Like, it happens all the time. People try to change it because they try to put their own spin on it and we end up doing mine anyway. So I don't want to give you the option of changing every little bit. If there's bits that you don't like, you'll tell me on the day and we can change it on the day. But I don't want you to fucking change from a unicorn design to a fucking hummingbird design because I don't have time for that. If you don't want a unicorn, then don't book in for a unicorn. Book in for the fucking hummingbird, or don't book in until you're 100% sure what you want to get. Also, not only do I not want you nitpicking it, but if I send you the design, I'm gonna nitpick it anyway, and I'm gonna go through it and decide, oh, actually, I don't like this bit there, I'm gonna move it to here, or this needs to be bigger, or this needs to be smaller. And I don't wanna send you a design and then completely change it the night before and then show you the next day and you're like, it's not what you showed me. And I'm gonna go, I know, I made it better. Oh my God, just trust me. Like, this is my job. I do this every single day. Not only do I only do it in work hours, I do it when I get home. I do it all the time. Tattoos are my life. When I'm not working, I'm still watching tattoo tutorials, tattoo videos, I'm looking through Instagram at artists' work that I love. Like, tattoos are my whole life. It's one of the main things that I care about. So if you ask me to do a tattoo for you, I'm gonna put my very best efforts in to give you exactly what you want, and you have to trust me. If you don't book in with me, because I don't want to tattoo someone who doesn't trust me. So, as you can tell, I'm a little annoyed. I've probably had, just in this last week, 6 or 7 people message me and ask me how the design is going, and a lot of them aren't booked in for a week or 2. Like, are you serious? Do you know that I don't have time to, like, how do you possibly think that I do that? How can you physically think that there's enough time for me to do everyone's drawing and still live? Like, I make a schedule, I have a deadline, and I get your drawing done before that deadline, and I always make it. I have never come into work and gone, sorry, I haven't done your design yet, I haven't had time. Never ever. I always find time. But if that time isn't until the night before because I just haven't had time until then, you don't even need to know about that because the design will still be great. And I try my best to put as much time into it as I can, but that time may only be the night before or 2 days before. Because I do this often, I have a fair idea of how it's gonna work, and I always get it done on time. But no, you can't see it before you come in. Unless, obviously, if it's bigger, I'm totally down with showing you if it's got more details. But what I'm really getting at is people that go, I want a butterfly. And then they go, I want to see the design before the day. Bitch, you want a butterfly. I'm gonna give you a fucking butterfly. Why do you need to see the design? It's a butterfly. How many freaking butterflies are there? Like, another thing is people that want realism and then want to see a drawing. If it's realism, there is no drawing. If it's realism, you will give me a photo and I will tattoo that photo. I won't do a drawing because there is no drawing, because it's realism. And names, like people give me a printout of a name. They want it in this font. They want it this big on their arm. Can I see the design before the day? What? You gave me the design. It's right here. You gave this to me. You can look at it anytime you want. What more do you want? Like, there is no drawing or design. It's right there. Like, what? Okay, I've gone a little crazy, I know. But it's a very busy time of year and I'm very stressed. If you have any more questions about why your artist won't show the design before the day, I've probably left something out because my brain is just like... Or if you have another question you want to ask me, please leave it in the comment section below. I will get everyone's drawing done before their appointment. If you're booked in now or in the future, don't worry, I got you. Bad boys for life. The fuck was that? I don't know. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel. I bring out new videos once a week. That's my aim anyway. I try my best. But I'll see you later, or I'll see you another time. Bye.